When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Start training for a new career in as little as 18 days. National EMS Institute's innovative boot camp program will train you for a new career. Learn to respond to emergency situations and become a certified EMT in just 18 days. National EMS Institute guarantees 100% job placement. Visit www.nationaleMSinstitute.com today to learn more about our 18-day boot camp. Or call us at 1-800-497-6732. NationalEMSInstitute.com.
Stuck in a boring, low-paid job? By 2017, there will be a shortage of 2 million cybersecurity jobs worldwide. If you have a technical background but don't have a computer certification, you're being drastically underpaid. In months, you could be qualified for a new job in information technology, making real money with real job security. A new career is just a few clicks away at thecodeoflearning.com.
You want to know what time it is? It's time to bring the rain.
Here on thecollegefix.com is our next story. Still got a lot to cover. But it ties right in with the problems that we're facing in this election. I'm not even sure if we should call it an election anymore. And the reason why I say that is because we have so few people, as far as the entire, as per the entire voting, legal voting age population is concerned, we don't have the majority of people who vote. So if the majority of your population that is eligible to vote doesn't vote, then is it really an election? I mean, look, understand that this country started off with the belief that only males who owned property, land, should be able to vote. There was some logic behind that, yes, but that not even talking on the female side. There are a lot of men that were excluded, and a lot of these men were, capable of defending the country, and they did, but they didn't necessarily own land. Well, that sort of left them out of the loop, didn't it? At something that they fought for. And that wasn't fair, so that was changed. But that was the original belief. But today, you have this ability to vote, and so many people don't. But then you have so many people who are told so many stories. And when you talk to people about stuff and you ask them for greater detail, they can't give you greater detail. Why? Because all they know is the surface and the soundbite. And they believe it. And it's, all you got to do is look at Facebook and Google Plus and see all the memes that run. There was just a recent meme that went viral that talked about the lottery. What is it now? $1.3 billion jackpot. And this person who made this meme said that $1.3 billion, if you divide it amongst 300 million people, each person is going to get 4,333,000 or 4.33 million each. Well, the idiot moved his decimal point or forgot that it was a decimal point, not for dollars and cents. No. Can you imagine? So I'm sure he did that calc on the calculator. I'm sure he divided, that $1.3 billion into 300 million people, and he saw the dot, and he thought the dot meant something else. Well, it turns out that at 300 million people, each person is not going to get $4.3 million. They're going to get about $4.30. So, but the problem is that there were some leftists out there who were defending the meme. Because they looked at this meme and it said million, not cents. It said 4.3 million, not $4.30. And so you got these liberals. I'm cracking up looking at this thing, but then you have to realize that this is the mentality of these people because they're taught not to think, but to only react to something that they see. And if they see it, it must be true because it's coming from a fellow lefty. But the math does not work. But that's irrelevant because, hey, there's this $1.3 billion, man. Everybody could get a chunk of that across the country and we'd end poverty. Well, the math doesn't work. Because, look, if 1.3 billion is going to give, 300 million people $4 million apiece, why do we have a federal budget of $4 trillion? Well, that doesn't make any sense. But they can't put this stuff together because they're so locked into their ideology. And it's really frightening and dangerous, but this is what's happening when you're sending your kids I had somebody ask, should you send your kid to college? Well, No. Unless they're going to go into the engineering field or sciences field, like medical or astrophysics or, science, real science. Or if they really need to learn something like accounting, then fine. But just to go to college is an idiotic thing. It's a vast waste of money. They're going to college to get a so-called business management degree. That's a bunch of bunk because, let's face it, the business that you go to work for, most likely the owner, the CEO, the founder, doesn't have a business degree. I know you hear some people say, I listen, I even watch, on Shark Tank, sometimes those guys get a little, oh, you got an MBA? Now, they all don't get impressed by MBAs. They look at an MBA as well, this person was dedicated and disciplined enough to get that MBA. But as far as, you look at people like Robert Herjavec and Mark Cuban and Mr. Wonderful, Kevin especially Kevin. They constantly ask these people, you've got this MBA, and this is the best idea you can come up with? I mean, they tear these people apart. For good reason. Because college isn't where you go for that type of learning. But what you get when you're in college is you get the wrong kind of ideas and the wrong kind of learning, if you will. And here from thecollegefix.com is another example. There's a video, and I'll post this on rodeccles.net for you to view the video, the full video. College students are taught that most U.S. terrorists are conservative white men. Now, those liberal minds of mush sitting in that lecture are going to fully believe that the vast majority of terrorist activity in this country is conservative white men, even though the actual numbers do not prove that, do not state that, in fact, state the opposite. They're not conservative. The vast majority of them are Democrat or liberal leaning that just went nutso because they're already nuts. Or they're of another ethnic background. Now, of course, you got people like George Zimmerman. That's a terrorist attack, man. They're also getting the notion, the definition of terrorist attack wrong. Because, George Zimmerman was a terrorist attack, but George Zimmerman wasn't a white guy. Yeah, he was. He was a white Latino. So they'll invent new race terms also in order to fit their narrative. Remember, George Zimmerman was a white Latino. Never heard that term before. Have we ever heard of another Latino being called a white? Are they calling Ted Cruz a white Latino? I'm just curious. I haven't heard that used on Ted. Maybe because his last name is Cruz and not Zimmerman, because Zimmerman obviously is not a Latino name, a surname. Maybe that's the case. Oh, you got a white man. Oh, no, he's Latino. Oh, he's a white Latino. Yeah, that's what it is. He's a white Latino. Well, Ted Cruz is he a white Latino too? I haven't heard anybody say it. But in this class, the statistics on the screen, some of them went like this. Since 9/11, most terrorist attacks in the U.S. have been perpetrated by white Caucasian men. Most often by those who are conservative and highly religious. And yet a 2015 poll found that 27% of Americans believe that most Muslims wish to commit terrorism against the U.S. Okay. So Muslims don't intend to commit terrorism on the U.S. They're doing it. And are you telling me that the people that commit these terrorists that we're calling terrorist attacks, well, geez, I don't know, Fort Hood, is that it? No, that wasn't a terrorist attack. That was workplace violence.